There's a lot of camo bugs in the Vanguard Atomic Camo grind that we've seen so far. Just to name a few, the automaton wasn't counting, which was fixed, which I'll get into in a little bit here. There was also the M1 Grand and the STG, where if you use them in Warzone, it bugs out your challenges in Vanguard, so you can't work on your first challenges, which are 100 headshots in the surgical category, or the 300 eliminations, or I guess it's 400 eliminations in the pack tactics category for both weapons. So you can do every other camo challenge but those, and then there was a couple challenges where there was a listed proficiency, like the automaton, where for the mind games category, you had to use the Anastasia sniper scope, some sort of broadsword stock, and then the assassin proficiency. But the assassin proficiency wasn't even in the game for any weapon, and people tried to do the same thing that you could do with the 3-line sniper, where you had a proficiency listed that wasn't able to be applied to the 3-line. So if you put the hard scope proficiency on the 3-line instead, then the camo challenge would count. And a lot of people tried that with the automaton, but nothing was working up until yesterday, where if you equip the frenzy proficiency, then your camo challenges will start. So people can now get the automaton gold. And that's probably what I'm going to do right at the end of this video once I edit and record. And then there's also launchers that are bugged out too. And a lot of people have been asking me how to get a lot of the launchers gold, because the Panzerfaust can't shoot down airstreaks, and the MK11 isn't counting long shots. So I'll tell you what I've been doing in place of those camo challenges to get them done. And of course, you can't get the airstreaks or long shots done, but for the rest of the camo challenges, you can easily get them done. So I'll share some tips and tricks in that video. And then when I get the launchers gold, I'll go into full depth with those and do like a proper camo guide. But yesterday, I also got the SVT gold. This is by far the best marksman rifle in the entire game. You can pretty much turn it into the Dragunov with the right attachments, and it can be a one-shot weapon at all ranges. Of course, the fire rate and recoil is going to be slow, and there's going to be a lot of the recoil. But other than that, the camo challenges compared to, what was it, the Gewehr that I did the other day, are the exact same, except with the SVT, the camo challenges, you can fly through that much easier just because the gun's that much better, which is nice. And it was very weird to use a weapon where the challenges aren't painful. Like, I didn't have to sit there and do 100 bloodthirsties or flash myself and kill an enemy 30 times. So it's weird that I got all the hard, difficult challenges out of the way for the camo grind, and I literally just have easy guns left. It's kind of paying off though, because now I can just sit down, relax, and have fun with the game. Anyway, let's talk about launchers. So I want to talk about the Panzerfaust first, because that's the one I've got the most questions on how you can unlock gold for it. You can do every single camo challenge except for the 3 destructions in a single game, which is where you have to destroy 3 enemy kill streaks in a single game, and then the airstreaks. No matter how many times I've tried to shoot down a UAV or counter UAV, you just can't. Either the projectile explodes before it even reaches the flight height of the UAV or the counter UAV, or on the odd case that you have a miracle and you actually hit the UAV or counter UAV, you're gonna get a hit marker. So what you have to do is you have to take out your bullet weapon, make sure the UAV is smoking, and then by a miracle of a chance, take it out of the sky. And even if you do 3 of those in a single game, which obviously is going to be extremely hard, and I've never, like, to this day, I still haven't seen anyone shoot down 3 UAVs with the Panzerfaust yet in a single game, let alone 2 in a single game. I've only seen people, like, rarely destroy 1. So I'm assuming the projectile is bugged or glitched, or the challenge isn't supposed to be airstreaks. Like, people can still by a miracle hit airstreaks if UAVs are flying close enough to the ground, because if they're flying at like a really high distance or flying far away from you, your projectile is exploding before it can even get there. So with that being said, you can't do airstreaks, and you can't do 3 destructions in a single life. And I think Jev pointed this out in his video the other day too, so I'm gonna sound like a broken record here if you guys watch Jev, but what you could do to get 3 kills in a single life, or 3 destructions in a single life, is kill 3 dogs in a single match, and it should count for 3 because it counted for 3 with the bazooka and the Panzerschreck, but it just doesn't count with the Panzerfaust. And so those 2 camo challenges are bugged, and then the MK11 long shots aren't working. No matter how far away the enemies are, when you kill them with the MK11, you're just not getting those long shots, even if you're in hardcore, which sucks. So that challenge is bugged out. You could probably kill an enemy 6 miles away with the MK11 and still no long shot medal would pop up on your screen. So I just don't think there's long shot tracking for the MK11 to begin with. This isn't really a bugged challenge, but it's a challenge that a lot of people are struggling with, and that's the, what is it, 50 triple kills you have to get with the MK11. There's a workaround for it that I've been slowly using. I should probably take advantage of it more before it gets fixed. And it's the exact same kind of workaround that we've seen with killing, and it's the same workaround that we've seen with skipping bloodthirsties, where your first 4 kills don't have to come from the weapon that you get your 5th kill with. For those that don't know and haven't seen my past 2 videos, if for some reason you're trying to get bloodthirsties with the sniper per se, your 5th kill for that bloodthirsty just has to be from the weapon that you want that bloodthirsty to count for. Your first 4 kills can come from any weapon, doesn't matter what they are. It's just your 5th one has to come from whatever weapon you're trying to do bloodthirsties for. It's the same with triple kills. For triple kills, I go into hardcore and I'll kill 2 enemies and then quickly pull out my MK11 and then get the 3rd enemy as the triple kill, and it counts perfect. It works for double kills as well. However, I mean, double kills aren't that hard in this game, and you can also do it for destroying 3 streaks in a single game too. You can take out an LMG, shoot down 2, either a UAV and a counter UAV, or 2 UAVs, just destroy 2 enemy streaks, and then for your 3rd streak of that match that you destroy, as long as it comes from the launcher you're trying to get that camo challenge for, it'll count. So for the Panzerfaust, take out your LMG, shoot down 2 UAVs, and then by a miracle, if you can hit the 3rd and destroy the 3rd, you'll have one of those 3 counted. However, because that challenge is bugged, you're not going to get it counted either way. But I've seen people do it with the M1 bazooka and the Panzerschreck, so I know that it works. And that's the same thing I'm going to do with triple kills for the MK11. Go into hardcore, kill 2 enemies, take out the MK11, and get a 3rd. And shipment also comes out today too. So shipment is going to be a much easier way to do a lot of the camo challenges in the game. And now that I've gotten all the annoying stuff out of the way, I can just breathe and get the next gun's gold. The ones that I'm working on right now is the Bren. I'm going to do the LMGs, get them out of the way. I'll probably do LMGs, SMGs, then assault rifles, and then for my very last categories, I'll do shotguns and pistols. So I'm definitely looking like I'm going to get the atomic camo before Christmas this year, and if that's my goal at least, and if I don't, my secondary plan B goal is before 2022. That way you guys have the full atomic camo guide that'll come up on the channel whenever I get atomic, and then I'll just, for my own benefit, I'll have atomic done. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section about the glitches in the game. It's kind of weird. I mean, we saw camo glitches within Cold War and Modern Warfare. Treyarch by far is the fastest to patch these camo bugs. And yeah, tomorrow I think I'm going to have a bit of a more serious video talking about the newer Activision situation. You guys might have seen that on Prestigious Keys channel, or if you follow Charlie Intel on Twitter, you probably have seen some of the stuff that's going on in Activision. I'm going to leave that for tomorrow. Anyway, I'm about to head out. Enjoy the rest of your day, and if there is one, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.